Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Cap gives to the tailback Hyde. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. And Dawson's kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high 5 or 2 for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. To throw on second is Simeon. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there on third down for the Broncos. 46 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Simeon. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas from 13 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And yes, that is something Von Miller does very well. 13.5 sacks last year, second in the league, and was right in the running for Defensive Player of the Year.
Again.
And
if he plays full seasons or nearly full seasons, he'll be in that running for the rest of his career. I love his ability to bend coming around the corner, and sometimes we don't talk about that enough. His ability to have the best leverage, get lower than the offensive tackle, yet still run.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Surveying the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And taken right at the 35. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Now McManus for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
again, Anderson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun on third, Simeon steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Andy Janovich taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos will extend their lead. And it's 21-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Von Miller in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here, the NFL on EA Sports. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On 2nd down, here's Simeon. This will be caught at about the 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Lynch with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. And McManus able to put it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the front. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Von Miller in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Von Miller in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. He's got time in the pocket. And some room to work. We have hit halftime. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. And he whips that one incomplete there. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
All right, they're going for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick. And that's caught by Smith. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got time. It's caught inside the 25. A pickup there of 36. And it'll be a San Francisco 1st down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And McDonald here over the middle. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the depth.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Von Miller in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick finding time. Now he'll escape to his right. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Back to throw, Simeon. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. A good pickup there at 22.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They go play action for Hyde. Now Kaepernick. And his throw here is incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Kaepernick to throw for it on fourth. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Their big-bodied receiver, 36 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Backing up. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught at the 25. Welcome back now to Denver. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and 5. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. DeMarcus Ware from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. They'll come out in the pistol. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Kaepernick toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
And tough starting field position here. They'll come out in the pistol. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders. 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 99 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Kaepernick, gotta have this one. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Take Carradine in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas from 21 yards away. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Kaepernick. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. On the move to his left. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Torrey Smith, 91 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot.
1 shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here's Simeon. He's going to go up top again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Emmanuel Sanders with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. second down, here's Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play. Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of...
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a power with an M. I get you down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and ribbons into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling rivety, rhythm and clear eye. A vigorous spinner right to the rhythm, widow to side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect a special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the present now. Present. Come out. Come out.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire.
If I'm not mistaken, home team made it. 2 3s on my feet, then I pump fake. Baby girl, grab the quote. What if kiss it? Sway Lee, Mr. Couldn't took it quick. Hottest on the planet, get the place lit up. Fly, got expensive taste, sight and touch. We ain't on the same team. Cheer up. Boto, that make sit up. I ain't come to blend in, boy, I stand out. Money talks, you just popping off at the mouth. If I'm the topic, then the conversation heated. Right shrimp, getting booked up in every city. Splash her with cash, had the spaz on the waiter. She messed up my order 3 times in a row. I'm good on gas, I just filled up my tank, now let's fill